Hi, Doves. How has your day been? How has your night been? I hope much better than mine. I'm not sure if you realize, but even my voice sounds a bit different. I woke this morning, and from I woke this morning, I've just been feeling in a really, really low mood. And I'm like, why am I feeling like this? It just came on suddenly. And when that happens, I absolutely hate it because the mood stays with me for a while before it leaves. It really stays with me. I'm like, okay, maybe it's the weather outside because it was really overcast all day. And I know for me, I don't know about you, but I know for me that whenever it's autumn, winter season, without the sunshine, because I'm from Jamaica and I'm used to the sun most of the time and the vibrancy and all of that, I think it affects my mood. They say you have winter blues, but mine usually starts from autumn. But I think also being pregnant, the hormones and everything. Hey, 1010, darling. Good night, my dear. If you ever saw what I'm about to eat. Hello, 1010 dear. I'm not feeling well today at all, at all. It's now 12:10 a.m. in the UK. 12:10 a.m. in the UK. I haven't eaten much all day because I just haven't been feeling well, just really under the weather, that really low mood. And I went on TikTok and saw some midwives talking about pregnancy and the symptoms and the hormones that you'll experience on all these low moods. So what I'll do is when I go to my next appointment, which is next week, and I see my consultant, you sick too? Oh God, what you have 10 flu? Mine is not even flu, mine is just pregnancy. Mine is not flu, mine is pregnancy. Stomach upset, indigestion. I just drank the last ginger beer, If tea was here, at least it would take me for a walk and I would feel better because I realized the fresh air helps. But because of the time, I'm like, no, I'm not going, well, not now, even earlier after 10 when he phoned up, and he was like, babe, I'm sorry I'm not there to cook soup for you because I tried ordering soup on Uber Eats and it didn't work out, they canceled it. And that is the soup I wanted from that specific place. Flu, oh my 1010. I just hope your flu is not the flu with fever and headache. That is one thing I'm happy about, that I have not gotten flu or cold straight through the pregnancy, and I have my mother and my father to thank for that because they rarely ever catch a cold or a flu. Me neither. As much as I hear my voice like this, it's just pregnant voice. Auntie also, he really gets sick. So fingers crossed that our little baby boy, won't be sickly either. Because he's much older than me and he's not sickly at all. The journey is soon over. That's the part I'm worried about now, Tanisha. Jesus, delivery. I watched so much things, so many videos. You never catch the reveal. It's okay if you didn't catch the reveal, 1010. The video is on Facebook here, so you can watch it. It's fine. I'm sure you watched it. I'm sure. The little salad getting cold. Yes, I went on Uber Eats to order wonton soup. Let me see if I can work a whistle or where that whistle. Sorry, indigestion. So I went on Uber Eats to order vegetable soup, wonton soup. Didn't get it. So I said, okay, let me just quickly go downstairs and make an egg salad. Because I don't want anything heavy. No rice, no dumpling, no nothing. Just something light. So I'm just cutting up 2 tomatoes now. I boiled 2 eggs and my avocado. And what else? Avocado, lettuce, cranberry, my 2 eggs, and 2 kiwi. Because I love fruits and I love vegetables. That will be fine. More than likely, I won't fall asleep now either because I've been sleeping all day. All day, 1010. Make sure you're taking your honey and lime. Hello, Shandine. Good night, my dear. I'm not feeling my best, but I'm trying. Not feeling my best at all. I was even contemplating if I should even come home. Congratulations, dream do come true. It's true. Imagine that. Imagine, Tanisha, even though, all know, and I think I will still be I'll be a bit in disbelief until I hold our baby boy in my arms. I cannot believe it. From 28 and I dreamt that I was going to have a boy. And I held on to that whenever I'm pregnant, my first child is going to be a boy. And I'm going to name him the exact name I dreamt in the Bible verse also. Exactly. So now, because I'm pregnant, right, I realize I'm being really reflective of things that I've experienced and so on. So even though I'm not feeling my best, I remember seeing this, what do you call her? She's an influencer on Facebook, right? I think her name is Tiona Bathurst. I hope I'm not butchering her name. And I remember seeing her, and she said what helped her get out of her low mood after having baby. She said she was experiencing terrible postpartum depression. And so one day she picked up her camera and said she's going to start record her journey every day. You know, it's like a journal, just that she's actually videoing it. And she said that's how she came out of her slump. And today she's one of the biggest people on it. So I said, okay, let me try picking up the camera and see if I just pick it up. Come on, even though I'm not feeling my best, it's fine. People don't feel good. People don't feel their best all the time or in the best of moods. Yes, as I said, I'm being reflective. So I remember when I was younger, right? So my uncle-in-law, I went to visit my uncle-in-law. My little cousin was living there, and my uncle-in-law, what am I saying uncle-in-law? I went to visit my uncle, yes, who was his daughter with his wife. And when I went, it was summertime, so the wife said she was going to visit her mom in Portland. I didn't want to go, but because I'm a child and I went there to visit their house, so I'm a child, so wherever they're going, of course they're going to take me there also. And I didn't want to go, and I kept telling her, I don't want to go to Portland, I just didn't feel like going. I was between 8 and 10. Can't remember the specific age. I'm not so good with numbers. I was between 8 and 10, and I kept telling her I didn't want to go. I started to cry. I said, I didn't want to go. I just didn't feel right. I didn't want to go. Anyway, she asked her husband, which is my uncle, to take us to Harford Tree, because he wasn't able to take us to Portland. I think he had to go to run his business that day, you know? Shandine, yes, I know you're going to have a boy. Your womb is blessed having a child. Your womb is blessed having a child, and it's your first child, and it's a boy. It's a blessing, blessed womb. Shandine, you didn't hear my mother tell you already that having any child is a blessing. Not just a boy, if you don't share a boy first herself. Yeah, it's a blessing to have any child, you know. It's just extra special to me. Not because it's a boy, but because one, it happened, and two, it happened like my dream said. So it's kind of extra special to me because the journey of getting you just wasn't easy. Yes, anyway, so my uncle had to go to his business, I believe. You know, they run a business. So he wasn't able to take us to Portland. So she said, all right, she should drop us at 3:30. And she'll get a bus from there, country bus from there, going to Portland. When we got to 3:30, no bus going to Portland. Just praying for a safe delivery and a healthy. Thank you so much, Shandine. Same thing we want. Same thing we're praying for. We want a baby that is a healthy body, physically, have all limbs intact. Good night, dear Aldria. Thank you for joining. Healthy body, everything intact. And a sound mind. Because as I said, there are so many things these days. Autism, all sorts of things these days that can happen to your child, all sorts of brain disorder, organ disorder, everything. But so far, whatever it is that they could check for our baby boy is good, you know. So guys, tried getting some food on Uber Eats that didn't work out. And since I'm not feeling very well and wanted something light, I just made a quick salad, egg salad. So it's 2 eggs, 1 avocado. Good night, Audrey. Thank you for joining. Good night, Peggy. Thank you for joining. I just made an egg salad. 2 eggs, 1 avocado, 2 tomatoes, lettuce, cranberry, and then when I'm done, I'll eat these 2 kiwis. But wait, I thought it was a small salad. It's quite large. And a cup of peppermint tea, because my stomach is feeling so upset. So upset, guys. Yes, anyways, I'm telling the story now of when I was a child and I was left on the bus overlooking a precipice, right? So my auntie asked my my auntie-in-law asked my uncle, which is her husband, right? Drop us to Portland, but he was unable to do it. So she said, all right, since he cannot do it, he has a business, the business place to attend to. Drop us at Alfred 3. Say, drop us at Alfred 3 o'clock the day, and we just couldn't get any bus. I kept saying to her, God is going to see you through. He did not carry you this far to leave you now. Amen, Shandine. I am, to be honest, I am worried about the delivery. I've never had children before. Plus I have a small pituitary brain tumor. Even though I see my consultants quite often, other people have midwives, but because having the brain tumor is really tiny, like a pea, like a red peas. But because I have the brain tumor and I'm 40 and I'm pregnant, and they didn't get to take an MRI test on my brain before I got pregnant because they thought I couldn't. So I'm kind of under close supervision. But thank God I'm not high risk, I'm medium risk. And the consultant said based on what they've seen so far, I should be able to just have a normal vaginal birth. And it's like, and if you want another child, just go for it next year. But please, let us do an MRI check on your brain first, just to ensure that the tumor isn't growing. The beautiful thing about it is, if that little tumor grows, it would have been affecting my eyesight. And guys, God is so good. I have 20/20 vision and it has been maintained. The only thing that affects my eyesight, bright light. I can't take bright light at all. I cannot take bright light. Sometimes I come home and I'm just in the dark and I use my little phone light. I just don't want the bright light in my eyes. It affects me sometimes more than other times. That's the only thing. So what they do now to ensure that it's not growing, because since they cannot do an MRI on me now, because I'm pregnant, of course. So what they do is, like every month, I have to test my vision. So I go in to do visual field test. So they put some little lights all over and a very vague orange light, very vague, and I have to click each time I see it. And I pass it 100% each time because nothing in my eyes, nothing at all has been affected, thank God. Knock on wood. Before it big enough. Yes, I'm going back to the store now. So my uncle now dropped us at half 3 o'clock, you know, by NCB there, after 3 o'clock. So my uncle dropped us out there and we couldn't get a bus. I said to her, you know, I don't want to go. I said, I don't want to go. Can we just go back home? Go back home. She said, no, she's going to visit her mother. You can do this? I'll try. She said, no, she's going to visit her mother. She promised her mother. I said, I don't want to go. Can't get the bus out there for hours. She leave. I'm going to go Crossroad. Went to Crossroad. Still no bus. I said to her, please just let us go on back. I don't want to go. I just didn't feel like going. All the time, Marcy, and God is good. I just didn't feel like going. It was me, she, and her little daughter, right? I'm a couple of years older than her daughter. Went to Crossroad, no bus going there. We went downtown, no bus going there. Some of us would say that is a sign for us to turn back, right? Not her. She going no matter what. Guys, we finally got a bus going there. You remember those old country bus? The red buses. I don't remember the name of those buses. But those red bus with the little carriage on top so you can store it. So my underarm dark, pregnancy. And apart from that, see I'm telling a 10 story in one. Pregnancy. And apart from that, I remember buying a Jamaican product. From 2020, natural antiperspirant, and it made my arm black and rashy and everything. Then I got pregnant and then it got worse. Anyway, so we got one of those country buses, man. I can't remember the name of that bus. And we were on that bus as it's night coming now. At least it dusting up. And we're on that bus and the bus was going around the corner. I'll never forget that market bus. Thank you, Shandine, a market bus. But I can't remember the name. They have a name for them. Like Sunny Bus or whatever. But yes, it's a market bus. It's a market bus. The red bus is red and blue, I think. Red with blue stripe, I believe. I was going down the Portland road, you know, man. I was going around a bend. And for anybody who go to Portland, you know, so you have to be a good driver to drive on the Junction Road. Going on the junction road, you know, I fell asleep. All I know is I hear people screaming. Screaming is that wake me. When I wake, the bus empty. I say, where's everybody? Scream, scream, scream. I look to my left. Outside full of people. People holding them head. Screaming. I look to the right. I'm seeing trees and rocks. But the trees and rocks that I'm seeing, can't see the road. I'm seeing trees and rocks. And when I see the trees and rocks, it is below down in a valley. Guys would never believe what happened. The bus catch on a big rock overlooking a precipice. The bus catch on a big rock stone overlooking the precipice. One of the back wheel, and it's exactly where I'm at. Where I'm sitting. That wheel is sitting on that stone overlooking the precipice, and she run out of the bus. Mind you know she's a mother. It's her child. And them say when trouble take you, Pitney short fit you. It's her child, of course, I understand. So she run out of the bus with Fair Pitney and leave my mother Pitney on the bus, which is me. She run out of the bus with her child. Everybody run out and leave me in the bus sleeping. It's a man risking life. You hear? Nobody wanted to come in the bus. It's a man risking life. I'll never forget. A slim, dark man risk his life to come in the bus and get me out of that bus. From morning I was telling her, no, I don't want to go I didn't want to go. And there were signs. There were signs and more signs. The first sign was my uncle, which is her husband, couldn't take us. That was the first warning. Couldn't take us. He dropped us to Alfred Tree. There was no bus that day. She was saying, that is weird. That is weird. How come? How come? Fred at Portland Road. How come? Couldn't get any bus. She leave with us. That is the second sign. She left with us. Went to Crossroad. We still couldn't get any bus. She go downtown. We couldn't get any bus. And she go back to Crossroad and it's so we get that bus. You hear me say? I'm catching a rock. Is a rock stone. Catch the bus while the bus didn't go over. And that man risked his life to come in the bus and save me, to protect me with his life. Well, she come out of the bus with her daughter when I didn't even want to go. Story never finished there, so we wait out there for hours and we could not get another bus to go to Portland. I cried, I cried, I cried, I cried, I cried. Because all in my mind I'm dead. You understand? Afraid. Because I'm now scared to go back on another bus because I'm thinking if I go back on another bus, remember I'm a child, I don't really understand, but I know what happened to me there was serious. And I could have died. So I'm scared to even go back on another bus because in the first place, I didn't understand what intuition was. But obviously God did put the intuition in me. From when I was a child, I just did not want to go. You understand? Purpose, child. It must be. Because some of the experiences I have, if I tell you, marvel. You said, no, I'm making up the story. So I was scared to go any further in the journey because I didn't want to go from man. I said, let us go home, let us go home. She said, halfway the journey, you know, might as well we just go on our mother and just try relax our mind and everything. You know, we end up getting, we said no bus. We ended up in the night getting a slimy, dirty market truck. One big truck that the ladies travel in overnight. Sorry, to go to Kingston with their load to sell. That is what I was in. No, I'm in the back of this truck. There's nothing for me to hold on to, guys. Nothing. And I was sliding in this truck from left to right. Like I was a slave on a slave ship. There was nothing for me to hold on to. I was just sliding. I learned afterward that it was a cassava truck. So the truck was slimy. I wasn't able to grip anything that night. I cried. When I reached home, I was so dirty, tired, stressed, overwhelmed, scared. Then when I reached down now, I had to shower outside. Cold water mosquito. Dark. Pick toilet when I used to. So I had to go behind the pick toilet to use it. It was just an awful experience, I'm telling you. An awful experience, guys. I'm just saying this to us to say, sometimes when children talking to us, we must listen to, not because we're the adults, Not because we're the adults, Children have a voice too. I did not want to go. I did not want to go. Better should tell my mother, come and collect your daughter, or meet us halfway. I kept telling her before she started the journey, I didn't want to go. My uncle couldn't carry us, I said I don't want to go. She reached halfway, she couldn't get a bus, I said I don't want to go. She could cross road with us, I said I don't want to go. She go downtown and I kept telling her I don't want to go, I want to go home, I want to go home. So you see, at the end of the day, yeah, she protect her cub, she protect her child and leave me in the bus to die. It's not if she come back in the bus for me. Is a man come back in the bus for me. And that whole journey, I'm telling you, was an awful journey. I'm just saying this to say we should listen to children. Children have a voice. We know those older people that think whatever they say, that is what you must do. No, I'm not going to do that with my child. I'm going to listen. I'm not telling you that everything he says he wants to do, I'm going to allow him to do it. No, because I'm not going to make him turn me into a puppet show. Even though my friend said, no, that is my first child, and I wasn't able to have any. I'm going to take me for fool. But no, we should listen. Children have a voice. And if she had just taken heed, should have said that all those signs were leading to tell her just give up and go back home. But she wouldn't listen. To be honest, I don't even remember if I ever told my mother this story. It's just today I'm thinking, as I said, I suppose it's because I'm about to be a mother now. I'm thinking about all the experiences I had as a child and probably how the adults could have dealt with it better, or how I will be able to probably better protect my child or something. So for all of you women and men who have children, please, I'm begging you, listen to your children. Yeah, try to pick sense out of nonsense. Sometimes God is using them to show you the way. To show you, say, no, that road up at the head there is a roadblock. Turn back. Them say animal and children have certain senses that probably adults won't pick up like that. Obviously, God put that sixth sense in me that day to say, don't go. And she was insisting, So that's what I really wanted to tell you about that part of it. Alright, let me touch on the gender reveal a little bit for those of you who have or have not seen it just yet. So it was a Saturday. So Friday I went to work on a 12-hour shift. I was so tired. Oh my God. So tired. And I came on live for a little bit with you guys and told you about that same aunt-in-law who accused me of stealing sheet said, who accused me of marking her was a crayon. You understand? That same auntie-in-law is she same one this nearly carry me to my death. She same one nearly carry me to my death. Yes, after I do that now, so Saturday now, wasn't feeling so 100, Me and my child's dad, we went, got the stuff for the gender reveal and we went through it. But guys, I'm telling you, relationships are something else, The way both of us tired and stressed, start argue. But we start argue, because I got annoyed with him and decided that I'm going to push the table myself. So he went down to the kitchen to finish cooking, came upstairs, saw me pushing the table myself and got upset. And got upset with me, because you know how women are, when we feel like we're upset, we feel like we can do things and we don't have to ask anybody to help us to do anything. So he was quite livid. And I didn't care, guys. I took the picture of him anyway and I posted it. Because it's reality. You know what? All in all, it was beautiful. And I'm happy we did it, as tired as we were. The following day, we were both very happy. Good evening, Dennis. Good evening, Denise. Thank you for joining. You watched Chandine. Thank you, darling. As tired as we were both happy that we did it. Got it out of the way because we just wanted to do it. Not only for us, but we wanted to do it So that when our son is a little bit older, that's why we're documenting this journey. It's more for him and me, because it's my first child, my miracle baby, you understand? So we documented it because we just wanted to show that, okay, mommy and daddy did this little thing for you because you were happy to welcome you into this world and all of that, you know? But ladies, if you have any tips on giving me about this delivery stuff, because they said to me, because I'm 40, if I get to 40 weeks and I don't go into labor, they're going to give me induction. But based on what I understand, everybody who has gotten an induction that I've seen, they say it's extremely painful. Lovely, isn't it? Thank you. They say induction is extremely painful because when they induce you, they put the hand up in your cervix. It's like they break your water for you. And then sometimes the baby go in distress, and when the baby go in distress now, they end up having to give you a C-section. I also see a lot of midwives saying, once they're going to have children in the holiday season, doctors don't want to be at the hospital. They want to be at home with their family. So they perform a lot of C-section, get you out of the way, get you out of the way. I don't want that. Worse, I don't have family here, only tea. I could understand why he was upset. He didn't want you to get hurt. He wanted you on the safe side. It is true, but sometimes I'm stubborn. Sometimes I'm stubborn. Shandine, you had 2 C-section. Oh my God. How did you manage afterwards? Because a cousin of mine had a C-section also. But she lives with her partner. I don't live with mine. Because I'm just not ready. Yeah, I'm ready to have a child because I'm 40. I couldn't wait on that. But I'm not ready to live with a partner again at this moment. All the pain is the same. Andrew, all the pain cannot be the same. All the pain cannot be the same, Andrew. If you have vaginal birth naturally, than for somebody to force you to go into labor, as opposed to someone, again, doing what else? Cutting you with scissors. Episiotomy. It cannot be the same. Somebody laboring for 3 hours as opposed to laboring for 12. Somebody having a breech birth. No, man, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things, Andrea. It can't just be that. There's a lot of things. Well, what my mother says that she has a very low pain threshold like myself. I'm physically strong, but belly pain, weakness, me, I cannot manage it at all. So I'm going to ask them. I had 2 C-sections too, 2 years apart. My God, Denise, how long did you take to recover from the C-section? Because that part kind of worry me, you know. Because where I live, I have stairs. You see? So going up and down the stairs to the kitchen in the times when tea cannot be here will kind of be a problem for me. So honestly, it's one thing that is really worrying me. The first one was okay. I had my mom to help me to walk after I had my baby. It's just yesterday, my mom, you're very lucky. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's just yesterday my mother was saying, I know that if she was here, she'd wash out my clothes for me. Yeah, she'd wash out my clothes, the baby clothes, and she'd iron the baby clothes. For me, guys, I'm not ironing no baby clothes. Call is coming. Oh, T is phoning me. I hope it hasn't stopped the live. I don't know how this works because I'm not used to Facebook Live at all. I'll call him back soon. I'll call him back soon. He usually calls me at this time to tell me a bedtime story or the baby. Yes, so Shandine, you're very lucky, you're very blessed. Yeah, that's what I want. To be honest, if I had the space, and money like that, but especially the space, then I would have made my mother come. But that's how it is. And there are a lot of women. Initially, I was a bit worried. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have any family here. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I don't have any family, you know? What am I going to do? And then I said, okay, well, at least I have tea. Because there are lots of women who, even though there is family close by and whatever, they still don't get any help. And they still have to do it on their own. So I said there are women who have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 children, and they're doing it on their own. So if they can do that on their own with so many children, I can do it with one. I said true. I think T will have to move in then, because he will not manage on your own. If it's a C-section. Yeah, if it's a C-section, then I'll probably just stay by him for a while. I live in a shared home, Aldria. Yeah, I live in a shared home. What's my story? Why, at 40 years old, having a child? I was in a financially stable relationship, but I left that relationship and decided it's better I live in a one room somewhere than to live with somebody who has the money, who was giving me mental turmoil. So I left for peace of mind. And so that is why I am not ready to live with a man again at this point. I'm not saying I'll never do it again. I'm just not ready. And if I wasn't going to be 40, I probably wouldn't try as hard as I did to have a child, you know, at this moment, because of my situation. Yeah, living in a shared house. But yeah, it's either he will, so he can't move in because I'm in a shared space. But I can go to him, or he can stay by me, depending on how long I need him. I can't have anybody here more than 3 weeks. That's my contract. So Shanine said the second one, it was rough. I had a lot of pain and I couldn't get out of bed by myself. That is the problem. You understand? That is a problem. Because even if you have help, how do you get up to go and pee? Because remember, when you're getting up, you use your belly muscles. When you're getting up, you use your belly muscles. So how do you get up to pee? Plus, the baby needs to feed throughout the night. So even if your partner is there, what do they do? The man gets up, get the child and put the child on their breast. Denise, my partner helps me out during these times, although he had work. That's what I'm saying. Maternity leave was 3 days. Jesus, Denise, where do you live? Paternity leave was only 3 days. That's wicked, that's rough. Not even 3 weeks? Or even 2 weeks then. Because I see on TikTok women saying that the first 2 weeks of the pregnancy are the roughest moments where you literally need help. Because even my cousin in Canada who had her baby and she had a C-section, she was saying to me, listen, you think you can do it on your own, you think you can this, you think you can that, but you can't. She says, especially for the first 2 weeks, and worse if you get a C-section, you're going to need a hands-on help every single day, plus mentally. Hello there, other pretty lady. Have the children stay in school. Hello, my dear. Thank you for joining. Simsima. Simsima there, my dear. I'm here getting some tips. Thank you for joining. Yeah, thank you for joining. Miss Transparency Ellis. Yeah, Mrs. Ellis. Good night, Natalia. Thank you for joining. I'm just here talking about what will happen after I have baby. Talking about the delivery. I'm hoping to get a water birth. I'm scared of getting epidural. If anybody on here has gotten an epidural, can you tell me your experience of it? When I got it, like the process. What happened when I got it? How long were you numb after? How did it make the delivery experience for you? And if you've gotten an epidural years ago, are you feeling back pain now, especially in the cold times for those who live in countries with cold climate also? Because I saw a lady at work who had it. You live in St. Anne, Jamaica? Okay, but he would get up and do all. And only 3 days he got. That was rough. But at least he was still helpful. At least your partner was still helpful, Denise. It's a blessing. Good night, my dear Antoinette. Thank you for joining. Good night, my madre. Paternal leave, not maternal leave. I thought that's what I said. I thought I said paternal. No, I didn't. Well, thank you. My mother, the English teacher, the unpaid English teacher, is in the building. Seems like what I said, it affects everyone differently. I did it twice. What? What did you do twice? Epidural? Well, tell me, did you feel, or are you still experiencing pain? Because you live in a cold, you live in a country where it also gets cold. Do you experience pain now? Because there's a co-worker of mine at work. She's a very strong Jamaican woman. Yeah? 2 boy children to carry. Very strong. Did it on her own. Went through a lot of things here. And when I see her, for both of them, wow, Simsima, you don't have pain now. Well, I guess it also depends on how it is done. Maybe something went wrong when hers was done, but she's not the only person I hear that experience nerve pain afterwards when they do an epidural. Oh my God, I'm not eating. And guys, the pain, she cried like a baby. She said she couldn't come off her bed. She couldn't turn. She couldn't shower. She couldn't put on her own underwear. And the worst thing is a son she have. The worst thing is a son live with her, not even a daughter. So I don't know how she managed. She cried real raw tears like a baby. And this person is a person that is strong. She said every time it gets cold, the pain she feels is like she having baby all over again, just that she feel the pain in her back. So I'm scared to get epidural. I'm thinking to do gas and air. Even though a lot of hospitals over here in the UK, they said they don't really do gas and air anymore. I'm not sure why, if it affects anything. But I really want to do a water birth if possible. Has anyone done a water birth? What has your experience been like? Because I love water. I know water soothes, and for me, a water birth is the most natural. A water birth is the most natural. So for me, that's the route I would like to go if they say it's okay. Shandine, when you have a C-section, you can't bath. Oh, I didn't think of that. You can't get wet if for how long? How long? So you just wipe down every day, just wipe up. For how long, Shandine? A week, 2? How long? You can't take a shower for after a C-section. And I wasn't even thinking, it's true, you know. The same way you can't make the baby never get wet. Right? The same way you can't make the baby never get wet. I didn't even think of that. You sure? Stupid question I'm asking you. Silly question. Because I thought they would have put, like, whatever bandage they put around it would have been, like, waterproof. So you can still shower. And then ever so often you'd go to the hospital to get it changed or whatever. That's what I was thinking. Just like for your plaster that is waterproof. I didn't know that after a C-section I can't bathe. Maybe a day or so I would be thinking. And I would think that would be because of the pain. Not because it can't get wet. Every night I have sleeping trouble, you know, guys. Every night I have sleeping trouble because I'm worried about the delivery because I'm scared of pain. Can't manage belly pain. One time, you know, when I was in Jamaica, you know, I went to see a brain specialist and they gave me a specific tablet to take. You see, when I take the tablet, I've never felt period pain like that in my life. My period didn't come for months, like 6 months. Due to how your body heals, mine was for about 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, I couldn't shower. Oh my God. You cannot shower for 2 weeks. Even though you can still just go to the bathroom and do a wet wash. Right? You can still go to the bathroom and do a wet wash. I'd probably use ceramic wrap and see how that could work. And wrap it really well. wet the rag really well and wash. Make it, you feel like you shower. Because you know you want to feel like you shower. And wipe down many times. You have to go on the dressing until the cut heal. Then your doctor will tell you when to bath. When I go to your next checkup, ask the nurse. Yeah, I'll definitely ask the midwife. Yeah, definitely ask the midwife. But I also like asking people who experience. Because some midwife don't have children. Some midwife don't have children, so I like to ask people who actually go through the experience too. One of my foot was numb for a couple of weeks. See? God, that was really strong. When I got it the second time, that was really strong, man. Oh my God. Your foot numb for a whole week after getting the epidural. Simsima, would you say the epidural was worth it and you'd have done it again? Hey, pretty lady Shireen. Welcome. Welcome to the live. I'm filling my face with an egg salad. It is hard for me to eat. You'd have done it again. Which means your experience was really good. I'm scared. I'm so scared of the pain. But I know at the end of the day, if I have to get... What? You were in labor for 3 days? Simsima, you were in labor for 3 days? I hear midwife say you shouldn't be in labor for more than 12 hours. Because, so hold on, so when I went to labor for 3 days, didn't your baby go in distress? Because I said once, I saw the midwife saying, if you're in labor for more than 12 hours, your baby can go into distress, so they may have to give you a C-section. 3 days, Simsima? Am I seeing right? Did you type that correctly? You're in labor for 3 days? How did the doctors even allow you to be in labor for 3 days without giving you a C-section? What was the reason you were in labor for 3 days? Was it because of the epidural? Because I hear that the epidural slows down. Lord Jesus, this is too much. Sharon, my darling, I'm not doing very well today at all. Look at me, it's like a bad woman. Even my little eyebrow that I was drawing because I don't burn it any. Just shower to my normal routine. I just want to know I'm clean. And I made that egg salad that I've been trying to eat from a Cayman here. See? Simsima. So because you got induced, that's what I'm saying. The induction slows down your labor. Then when the induction slows down your labor now, sometimes the baby go in distress. And when the baby go in distress now, they have to end up giving you a C-section. That is what I'm worried about. Because you were induced. Simsima, you can answer if you want here or not. Did they tell you why they were inducing you? Because they tell me that if I reach the 40 weeks, being 40 years old, plus with the tumor, and I shouldn't be stressed. They say if I reach the 40 weeks and the baby isn't coming, that they will induce me. But I've also heard a lot of midwives saying, once you're giving birth, during the holiday season, doctors don't like to hang around too long. They want to be home with their families. So they induce you. Then the baby go into distress. Then they end up cutting you because they just want to be home. Hang on in there, it's soon over. Boy, Shireen, I really hope so. My mother said, everybody said the pain. After the baby come out and then I give birth to the placenta. Once I see the baby, I'll be fine. Aldra, to be honest, thank you very much, Aldra. I understand what you're saying, but I still kind of want to know any possibility that might happen. Because for me, I'm a person who would like to know things. If I know, then it kind of prepares my mind for the worst, just in case. At least I know the possibilities of what can happen, you know? Jesus mercy, 3 days. The baby was getting too big. Did I eat too much? You have a banana and pumpkin. Okay, Simsima. Guys, read Shandine comment. She said her back hurt her at times because of the spinal injection I got before the C-section surgery. So what I'm talking about? And you're still in pain now because both sons are November born. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. I'm glad somebody come on and admit it. You induced it, Omar? What was your experience like? Even at that time you were young. So I'm not sure your body will be able to manage it anyway. Not young as in underage, just young. Can you remember what your experience was like with Omar? Why do they keep on inducing women? Can't they just wait if you're not at risk? Can't they sing somebody sweet you? See what I know why you're laughing, you know. I know why you are laughing, but it's out there. As I'm always hiding. That's the part that's worrying me. But I know because music soothes me, dim light soothes me. So I was talking to T and telling him the things because I'm like, you know this, you know that already. He said, yes, I'm open, remember to tell them all these things. I say, you have to advocate for me just in case of anything. You know what I want, you know who I am, you know what I need. He said, yes, don't worry, you'll be there. I said, yes, and while you're there, you'll both be in pain because I'll be squeezing your balls. Because I don't see why me alone should be experiencing pain. It's not me alone. Talk truth, guys. It's not me alone bring this baby. It's not me alone make this baby. Why me alone must feel pain during delivery? That is an error. I think that is a manufacturing error. So I'm going to fix it. I'm going to be squeezing his balls whilst I'm feeling pain. So two of us can scream for pain. But yeah, that is it. Because this week I will be 34 weeks pregnant, you know, so I'm counting down. So if all goes well, guys, pray for me. All goes well. We have only 6 weeks remaining. Only 6 weeks remaining. Then after that, my maternity leave will be 1 year. 1 year. The only issue with that is, well, I do have all my leave from this year. I haven't taken any. So I have 6 weeks vacation, yeah? And I have 6 weeks maternity leave. But you're entitled to stay home for a year. So in other words, you better make sure you have money, because that is only 3 months pay. So for the next 9 months, if you decide to stay at home, you better know where you're going to take care of that child. But guess what? God will provide. God never give me this pain for no reason. God will provide. So I'm not worried about it. I was worried before, I'm no longer. Even here, I was told that I would have had to move because I'm going to have a child. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, the real estate lady, the realtor, when I spoke to her, she said she spoke to her boss, and their boss said they have no reason, no grounds to evict me. I'm a good tenant. I pay on time. I have no issues. I'm clean here. They don't have any issue with me. In other words, they just don't want me to move. So why she was telling me in the first place that it was illegal to live here? To be honest, I know that eventually I will have to move. But guys, living here works for me. Because where I live, come here and see the far part. That was his issue with it. Why didn't I want to live with him and we're so far apart? But anyway. So where I live, to be honest, is God working out that for me too. That I don't have to move right away. Because where I live is so convenient. I live so close to a hospital. I remember I live alone. Yeah. I live so close to my hospital. Yeah. That I'm going to be giving birth at. And there is an ambulance depot Dippo so close to me. I am grateful. I'm like, God, is you set up this, you set up this, God, because you knew I would not have had any family here. You knew I would have gotten pregnant. You knew I'm in panic. So you make sure that I got a house. Yeah, I got a room where the hospital is close by and the ambulance is close by, just in case I need the ambulance. God forbid I won't need that. But all in all, the hospital is just there. Plus I want a water birth, so there's a birthing center exactly at the hospital. Because if the birthing center wasn't at the hospital, trust me guys, I would not risk it. Really in my head, I'd love a home birth. But because I'm 40, it's my first child, I don't know what to expect. Anything can go wrong. I prefer to be right at the hospital. So at least the birthing center is exactly at the hospital. If anything, they just take me from there, same place on the building, and carry me into anywhere else. God forbid. Shandine, you will be fine though, Dove. Just sharing our experience that we had. No, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. And I also appreciate the other lady who said, don't tell me so that don't tell me so that it won't worry me. Yeah, man, I understand both sides. Some people don't want to know. But for me, I prefer knowing the possibilities, what other people experience, so I can kind of prepare my mind to say, oh, so that is a possibility. That is a possibility. How will I deal with it and all of that? So I'm going to be working on my exercises here for labor. And they say I should do like perineal massage. See, you know where the perineal area is? There, between you. Yeah. Yeah, do your perineal massage. So either you can do it or your partner can do it for you so that you can try to open it a bit. That's what they say. You must start doing that at 37 weeks. And then you should do certain kind of walks, or you should do, what is that exercise again? Can't remember them right now, but there are many exercises that they say pregnant women must start doing at 37 weeks or a little before. Yes, Shani, so don't worry yourself. God is going to deliver you. I really pray to God. And in my mind, I know He is like, I'm saying He must. In my mind, I'm like, I couldn't give me the baby of my dreams after all this time and then don't see us through. But at the same time, because I don't know what the future holds and I can't see into it, so there's some doubt that comes in, my mommy. I was in labor too long, so they did that so the baby could be born quicker. That's what I'm saying. I understand now why you were induced, but I cannot understand why they had Simsima in labor for 3 days. No, man. 3 days? Something serious could have happened to you or the baby. The baby would be in distress or get tired. You would be in distress and get tired. I don't understand why you live over that rich place, Simsima, and them allow that to happen to you. I'm only laughing because you're quite okay with your 2 beautiful daughters. But hey, women can go through some things, eh? Boy, Eve, if your story true, you really mess us up. Eve, I don't know you. I don't know you from Adam. Me are not related. For them say we drop on you. We drop off a parent, drop on shoulder. Me don't know you, we're not related, you understand? So why me experience? Why me have to go through your sin? That can't right. No one gonna go so. A story. No one gonna go so people a story make up. A story make up people not gonna go so. Anyway, all you guys had a good day today. Mine wasn't the best, as I told you. Not in the best of moods. I experienced indigestion all day. Apart from that, I didn't go to sleep until about 5:30 a.m. this morning because little baby boy here decided he would be up all night last night playing, flicking. I don't know what he was doing, but I kept feeling little hands and little feet. Little hands and little feet. And then his head kept being in my pelvic. I'm like, is he in there dancing? The devil is the culprit. Boy, I hope him stay away. Can't manage him. Yeah, man, I really hope him stay away. Yes, all day today I was so low. And if I followed my feeling, I wouldn't come on tonight either. And I said, no, I'm going to just come on. Because me doing this, I'm feeling better. Yeah, I'm feeling better already. So thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for joining. I hope you've eaten your dinner. Even if it's bread tonight, an egg, or a sandwich, because that's what I almost made. A dinner once a food. Look at leftover, look at this, look at that. Look at rice, look at sardine, look at mackerel, a dinner. Don't follow nobody and try to below your means. Seems to my mind a salad. You know I love salad already. Egg salad. Come feed. Yes, guys, don't follow nobody and live below your means. Even though we're on social media. If you put you in a problem, if you send a prison, if you send a madhouse, if you send under the ground, you understand us, live within your means. I plan to document my process. I don't know how much of it, because certain things may change come next year. You soon come, fly come. If certain things may change next year, my living arrangement, I plan to document as much of the process as possible, you know. Yeah, so just live within your means. Don't let anybody make you feel less than. If you don't feel less than within yourself, the truth is nobody else can make you feel that way. Nobody. Think about it. If somebody look at you right now and say you're ugly, and you know within yourself you're not ugly, what would you do? Laugh, not true? You would laugh. The same way we should react to other things. There is this Facebook. They call it Facebook, huh? Don't make no sense. There is this lady, young girl, on Facebook by the name of Nurse Glory. She said something that resonated with me and it has stuck with me. I remember initially when I thought of doing this, I said, oh, but I live in one room. I don't want to share that. And I remember, you know, because I feel a little way if you say, I was in such a stable, financially stable relationship, never in need of money. He wasn't rich, but I was never ever in need of anything while I was being with him, yeah? Now you come live in one room, it's kind of embarrassing. But then I said, no. I chose to leave it for my mental health and peace of mind. So why would I be embarrassed by it? Not because I cannot afford the things. It's just that if I was smarter, I would have put the money to better use. Because you know when something is there, sometimes I think it will always be there. Right? And that's a mistake that I made. Right. Anyway, and I heard the girl say that the Nurse Glory on Facebook. Nurse Glory. Right? She has a son who lives in Nigeria. Her first son lives in Nigeria with his grandparents, I believe. She had got an opportunity to go to Philippines to study, I think, nursing. She ended up being homeless at one point. She couldn't find food to feed him nor her. That's why she left him with his father's. That is why she ended up leaving him with his father's parents. Because unfortunately, that son called Success, his father died, I think, when she was pregnant. Yeah, so she was literally alone. Yeah, she struggled with him. She started staying with some people in the Philippines, I believe, and they would help her with food and so on, but she had no money. Then she met her partner who would send money, help her with school fee and so on. But he didn't really have it like that either. I think he's a therapist, a physical therapist, but he would help her as much as he could. She left, she went to Kuwait to live. She became a nurse, had her degree. Yes. And they weren't paying her well. Sometimes they wouldn't pay her at all. So her husband said to her, I think his name is Darko, he said to her, listen, instead of you working for people because of her skin color, and they don't want to pay you, or they don't want to pay you on time, or they don't want to pay you the same as the other counterpart, the white people is better you stay home. Yeah? They ended up living there, going through their struggles and everything. She said, hold on, she's doing all this work on Facebook and not getting paid. She tried, she wasn't getting paid. She said to him, listen, Obi, I want to go to Dubai and try. Just go to Dubai. Something said to her, instinct said, just go to Dubai and try building your platform, right? Because nursing wasn't paying her. She went to Dubai. Within a few months, she got broke. He got broke because he wasn't able to pay his rent in Kuwait plus pay her rent in Dubai, which they said was expensive. He said, come back home to Kuwait. By this time now they have the son, Majesty. Such a sweet boy, so mannerable, I'm telling you. He's so loving and caring. Majesty, a sweet little boy. Anyway, the husband said to her, come back to Kuwait because he cannot afford this. She said no. Before she go back to Kuwait, she go and live in a partition. I don't know if that means a shelter or what, I don't know. He said no, not with this child, come back. And she was determined and resilient, guys. When she went, her younger sister who was doing her masters now in the cookie vlog, who is doing her masters now in the UK also, because she's a student, master student in the UK. She said she was the one who helped her out, the older sister, with $5,000. And she said the $5,000 finished quickly. And she said within a few months, the husband said, no, I cannot manage her to come back. And she said she was making so much content on Facebook. Then she started going through and realizing that she had a lot of, what do they call it? Like she was breaking the policy, yeah, right? The policy guideline, and she deleted many things because she would curse a lot and curse and she deleted those things. And she said she made her first $10,000 on YouTube that she was able to pay her rent and her husband rent. Because by this time he went broke. Because he was taking care of them, paying her school fee, paying everything, doing everything. You understand? And she said, Obi, she thinks she'll find it. Come, Obi. Leave your job and come to Dubai and let us live together. And they started out in one room, a one-bedroom apartment. Me, myself, which is the truth, would say, wow, but her son is old enough now, you know? And I'm like, they're making a lot of money, I assume. So why wouldn't they get a 2-bedroom so that the son can live in that room? Because I'm thinking, what do they do when they're having adult time? I was speaking to a friend of mine about it, and the friend was saying, maybe they go to the bathroom, maybe they this, maybe they that. I said, come on. We are big people. When people in them sleep and man wants something and woman decides she's tired or she can't bother, but she said, alright, take it or whatever it is. The child is there and he's old enough. I said, what if he's pretending to sleep but he's not sleeping? So that is the only part that bothered me. But guess what? Everybody have to do what they need to do and live within the means. So even though she was able to afford it, it didn't mean that she wanted to go and do it right away without accumulating a certain amount of money. Because remember now, she was used to so much poverty that she couldn't even find food to eat. Couldn't even find food to feed her own child. Yeah? His deceased father's grandparents is who used to feed him. She never had money to feed herself. It's her housemates used to feed her. Even while being with her husband now, she went and met one of the men in the house with her husband to thank him for helping her with her son when she had him. You understand? So anyway now, so from that one room, they move. And if you ever see the beautiful 3-bedroom house that they're living in now, outside they have a lovely gazebo. They put down, what's that grass again? That fake grass, the carpet grass. Beautiful house, bright, airy, nice, clean. Yeah, the bricks that lay outside on the floors are gated community. All the houses there are beautiful. And I said, look at that, look at God. Yeah? Her determination, and she believed in herself. So you see, from nothing to something. From nothing to something. And she always tell us, believe in yourself. Don't follow social media. Don't let anybody, she loves to pressurize. Don't let anybody pressurize you to live within them, to live out above your means. Don't let anybody pressure you to go ahead and do things that you're not ready to do. She's a very strong individual. that she turned around and retired her husband because he has back issues. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, he was a man breadwinner and she couldn't even find food. You see how God is good? At one point, she couldn't even find food. And it turned around now that she is your main breadwinner. He's also making this money for them and takes good care of the family. You understand? He also makes very good money for them and takes good care of the family. But I'm just saying, sometimes we have to just believe in ourselves, trust God and trust everything. Oh, there's another part I forgot to speak about. When I decided to share my journey on Facebook and social media in general. I remember one day she said, and this is what resonated with me. Yes, this is the part I was coming to. She said, you may tell your friend, your family member, whatever, anybody. She said, you may tell people your business. And what do they do? Take it and tell other people, or they use it against you for free. She said the day she realized that, she decided that it's better she come on Facebook, chat her own business and get paid. When she said that, I said, what a smart girl. You have every detail info. I watch her as well. See Andrea? I'm not lying. You know why I have such detail? I admire her from where she's coming from to where she is now. And she never left out God. And she's strong-minded. She's very strong-minded, as you know, Andrea. Very strong-minded. Nobody can pressure and tell her what to do and what not to do. And when they troll her, she troll them back. And she's so strong. This is her third child and she's pregnant, and that girl work like a horse. And never go on social media and don't see her on it. Either doing a live, just to the live an hour ago, posting stories, posting this, posting that. I watch as much of it as I can, because it also reminds me, right, that where you are now is not your final destination. And I watch it because I can resonate with it, because as I said, I was in a financially stable relationship, and I walked away from all of that for my peace of mind and starting over at this age. So she's like always in my head. You understand? From nothing to something. She's always in my head. Yes, I'm just saying it to say, all if you're not on social media, it doesn't matter. Don't make anybody around you force you to do what you don't want to do yet. What you're not ready to do yet, don't do it. Because at the end of the day, you will have to live with the problem. And when you follow them and you do it, and when it backfire, when you look to them, you look to the left, you look to the right, you don't see nobody. You don't see anybody. People say I'm stubborn, I am. But most times it works for me. Most times it works for me. You know, I try and follow my mind. Yeah, most times it works for me. Not like rushing to things, you understand? You're not rushing to things. Because at the end of the day too, see me and come live with me are two different things. I've experienced it. I have experienced it, so I know what I am talking about. I will do so with you whenever I am ready, when we are both ready, not just him. I know sometimes I live with another man. Hello, Precipice, my dear. How are you doing, my schoolmate? You know, sometimes women living with a man, men are like babies. If a baby coming and do it, I don't know if I can manage a second one, even though I'm being bad, because he's very helpful. Yeah, he's very helpful. And one of the things I appreciate is he doesn't mind cooking at all. I don't like the kitchen, so for me, him doing that would be a very great help to me. The cleaning part is not so good, and he will vacuum. Love vacuuming, love a vacuum. But the finer details, like say, wipe and dust down and that, he will vacuum and he will make the bed in his own way. Initially, I used to say, God, that is not how I make the bed. Do it this way. And I must say, no, let it go. Let him make the bed the way he wants to make the bed. It's just a bed. And I have to learn to let certain things go, because what? I am going to have a child coming now. You understand? If him spill something, it's like I'm upset. The child is going to be spilling a lot of things. So just certain things I'm trying to learn already to just let it go. When I'm not argumentative, I prefer to just walk away because when I explode, you don't like it. Not even me don't like it. I prefer just being quiet and walk away. I'll discuss it with you because if I'm with you, I'm going to talk about the issues that we have. When I get upset is when you refuse to talk about said issues, yeah, because I'm not interested. If you cannot talk about the issues, don't think you can come and touch me. Don't touch me. No, me? No, don't touch me. This don't sort out. That's how relationships break up. That's what they always do. Communication, finance, and sex is three of the main reasons why people break up. But the main one, apart from money, is communication. Lack of communication or ineffective communication. So like he and I had to work on that. Still working on it. Because me, he says I'm very plain, I'm very direct. He said me because I'm Jamaican. But I prefer that. I prefer somebody to tell me how they feel. I prefer that. Just tell me, understand? So yes, everything in life as it ebbs and flows. Ebb and flow. As I said already on my post, I don't know where we are going to end up. Because even tonight we were talking and both of us said it must be the universe. It must be the universe that brought us together. And I said yes, even if the universe brought you and I together just to give me this child of mine, it served a purpose. It served its purpose and I'm forever grateful. Because even one I wanted, I always wanted even one. You understand? Guys, how long have I been on here now? I feel like I've been chatting about an hour. Can I see the time? Is it possible to see the time? I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue, guys. Anyway, I thank you all so very much for joining my live. Thank you for sharing my live. Thank you for interacting with me on my live. So many of you are so new to me, and it is from Help the Children Stay in School, mainly that, quite a bit of you have come over here, and I really do appreciate your time that you've spent with me. 1 hour and 12 minutes, Lord, we can chat. Right, I need to eat. Thanks, Sima. So come I can't see the time. It's because I'm not used to this, Because I'm not used to it, guys. Yeah, not used to it at all. Yes, I thank you all so much for your time. I hope you all will have a beautiful evening. Thank you for being a part of my journey. I will try my best to be as transparent as possible. That is usually how I am anyway. Yes, I'm entertaining you. Yeah, that's usually how I am anyway. I prefer being transparent in whatever I am doing. I feel better. It's easier. I know when I tell one lie, you have to tell another lie, and another lie, and another lie. I have to try to remember the lies. So if you just tell the truth from morning, just tap on the screen and you can see it. Alright, Simsima, let's see. Tap on the screen and I can see the time. I am tapping on the screen and I'm not seeing any time. Every time I catch a live, you're leaving. Kiss me teeth, not fear. Okay, Patrick. It's because when I'm on live, I can't eat. I don't know how. Good night, my dear Sherry. Thank you so much for joining. Don't worry, man. I'll come again. I'm tapping on the screen, Simpson, but I'm not seeing it. Yes, I'd just like to thank all of you for interacting with my post, sharing my post, commenting under my post. I really genuinely enjoy interacting with all of you. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for being here with me tonight. And remember, for those of you who have children, yes, we could show the old time things. Some of them, tap on the screen and you can see it. I see it. Yeah, you can see it. But when I tap on the screen, my end, I can't see it. Thank you, Patrice, my darling. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. So remember, children have a voice. Yeah, the whole time something the way, yeah, Pitney, shut up. Try telling us something, now listen. Sometimes they have a discerning spirit that you cannot pick up, and God using them to warn you that there's danger ahead. So from tonight, if you never used to do it before, when a child telling you something, you talk about, shut up and keep your mouth, you're Pitney. Speak only when you're spoken to, no foolishness. If your child listening, send a ping when going like like Blackberry. Like Blackberry, ping, ping, ping. Don't worry, man. I soon learn how to schedule live and them things and all of that. It's just because I'm not used to it. So I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to stick to a topic, but I ramble so much. My God. You know? So, what was meant to harm me, going over that precipice that night, you see? What was meant for harm turned out to be good. What was meant to harm me turned out to be good. God never ready for me dead yet. Yeah, he never ready for me dead, so. He said, no. My grandmother used to say, if you for John, you can't hang. If you're for John, you cannot hang. Remember that. We're not saying you should go out there and live carelessly and recklessly, you know. We're not saying that. We're not saying that at all. But if you're for John, you can't hang. It wasn't my time. I was still just a little child. It wasn't my time. Purpose never die. That's correct, Shandine. That's very correct. Yes, guys, I'm going to leave you now. 1:30. T phoned me about 3 times. I hope the live didn't stop. At any point, did you guys see the live pause? At any point, did you guys see the live pause? Because I'm not sure if a phone call comes in, if it pauses the live until it stops. Did any one of you see the live pause at any point? Almost 1:30 in the morning. Hey guys, the good thing about my housemates, you know, they are night owls. Especially the one on my floor. She don't go to bed until it didn't pause. Thank God, so it doesn't affect it. Thank you, Aldria. Oh, I forgot the word is precipice. Listen, my mother, when I was typing the word, hear me. Is it precipice or precipice? Is it precipice or precipice? Hear me. I'm going to type it anyway, because if I type it wrong, my mother will correct me. So see that. Thank you very much. Blessings to you too, Shandin, darling. Blessings to you too. You didn't see it stop. Thank you also, Simsima, which means when a call come in, it doesn't affect the live. Now I know that. Yes, guys, so have a good evening. Wherever you are living, have a good evening. It's 1:30 in the morning. As I said, my housemates, one up, one exactly beside me. They are night owls. Plus, I love how this house is. It's an older house. So when you speak, yes, I know somebody is talking, but I cannot hear the words. I know one exactly on my floor. She don't speak until about 3-4 a.m. anyway, and it's 1:30. Yes, a TT was calling me, so I'm going to call him back now. Thank you guys for being on this journey with me, and until next time, I'm Dion. My platform is Dove London, and I'm a 40 years old, first time mom to be to my little boy. Yeah, I live in a shared house at the moment. Yes, and I'm an aspiring stay-at-home mom. So all of you guys, walk good. Oh, I live in the Bahamas, Andrea. So that's my fellow Caribbean lady. Good morning. Later, alligator, my madre. Good night, Sinsima. Good night, everyone who has joining. Thank you so very much for your time. And until next time, the journey continues. Bye, guys.